Hey now. Hello. Hello, people of the dang internet. How are you doing? It is I, your Lord and Savior, the man who's going to save YouTube. The man. I'll stop now. None of that is true. Okay? I'm not here to save YouTube. I ain't Jesus or God. I'm just a man in his room trying to inspire the generation. Talking about Doctor Who. Alright. God bless. God bless. Now, be inspired, Aiden, please. Now, please, everybody, I need you to be my eyes and my ears, because I don't have the producer. I guess I do. I guess I have Aiden listening. But if it sounds crackly and shit, please tell me, because last week it didn't sound amazing. And that annoys me, because I do want people to be able to watch these after they've aired, after they've been live. Because that would be handy, wouldn't it? I listened last week and I really liked the show last week, and I feel like it was just like the audio was really shit, so that just pissed me off. Sound strong this week, fantastic. I don't know if it's like an uploading thing afterwards. I do know I had my VPN on last week when I went live, and I think that really scrambled my my live stream. I had it on so I could probably watch Doctor Who or something. I was telling Aiden today, I watched the, I won't give my thoughts on it yet, because you have to tune into the Poddy Pod to hear that. But I watched the first part of the Sontaran experiment, and I was quite excited to see that it was only 2 parts. That kind of blew my mind when I saw that. So, yeah, I hope you guys have all been well. I'm trying to get up the chat here on said laptop, but hope you've all been well. Thank you for joining me once again. I said I'd be back. I don't lie around here. I said I'd be back, and here I am. On a week later. Who knew? All right. Can I explain what I'm wearing? I don't normally wear button-ups, but shit was hot today. Okay, very hot, and I've got a 80s themed party on Saturday night that I'm going to. And I've been kind of scratching my head as to, you know, what I should wear to it. So I'm probably going to wear this with like a blazer jacket. And I was going to come on the live wearing the blazer jacket with this, but it's like, man, it'd be like 40 degrees today. It's just not worth it. But hope you're all well. How was your Valentine's Day? I hope after I left, you guys were all doing all behaving well, and not doing anything that get you in trouble. Why would you guys do that? My goodness. 37 in Adelaide today. Yeah, what's up with this weather? It's weird because today it was raining, but also it reminded me of kind of like Bali weather, or like in an Asian country where it's really hot and humid, but it's also raining. It just kind of blows my mind that shit fucking, I don't know. It was just too hot today. Like my shirt was literally like wet. Disgusting. I'm fucking dehydrated as well. But yeah, filming tomorrow. And something really big is happening on the weekend, like really big. But I can't talk about it yet. I'm afraid. Sorry, I've been told to zip it, but something big is happening, that I can say, which does involve the channel, but I'm pretty sure I can't say anything about it. So it's probably going to be one of those things that you find out on social media first, or when the episode drops, which will be in about a week or two. I don't know, but something's happening this weekend. It's gonna be a busy one. I wish I could talk about it. To be fair, I'm sure if I messaged about it before I went on this live, I probably could have spoken about it, but still. I know it sounds like nothing, but it's big, and it's happening, and I can't talk about it. but it's gonna be big. I'm excited. Yeah, I got a busy weekend coming up. I got something on the Friday, something on the Sunday. I'm doing for this whole YouTube thing, and then Saturday I've got that 80s party, which I'll probably pop my head into for 5 minutes and leave because social interaction scares me. The reason why I wanted to talk about Doctor Who today, season 1, which by the way I hate calling it season 1. I think, can we all agree that's just like the dumbest thing ever? Even I know that the whole idea for calling it season 1, I know, is to get new people to come on. But every single time I've tried to explain to people why they're calling it that, they still reply that there's too many seasons and they just can't deal with it. So it's like, is that even working? Is that even gonna be a thing? I don't know. But we're gonna get into it because I really it's starting to scare me a little bit. Connor, are you going to the Elimination Chamber at Optus this weekend? I am not, Adam. But that's a big thing. I was on the FlickPix live stream today, and he's like a huge WWE fan, and I sent a super chat and I said that that's in my city, and I'm not into wrestling or WWE or UFC or anything like that. If it's manly, I'm pretty much not into it, but I know it's a big thing. I know it's a big thing. If that helps, but no, I'm not going to it. I can't do that kind of thing. Though I saw there were tickets going for like $50 or something like that, and I know it's like a big part of Perth history, but even that I was like, no, I can't do it. But yeah, that's gonna be streaming around the world live. So good luck to Logan Paul, I guess. Logan Paul's back in Perth. Logan Paul was in Perth last February for the UFC, and now he's here for the WWE. It's like, what the fuck? Does Logan Paul love Perth or something? Yeah, he was here last year with KSI. Josh says Elimination Chamber phobia. I'm sorry, I just don't like wrestling. My cousin tried to get me into WWE when I was a kid, and I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Ozchris says, I would have called it Volume 1 instead of Season 1. We've already got Season 1 and Series 1, so it's just more confusing having two named Season 1. Yeah, I will get to that, Chrissy. I think that's very true. Aiden says, I'll take you to the UFC con. I don't want to go to the UFC, but thank you, Aiden. Something about two men fighting in a cage, it doesn't excite me. I'm sorry. And women fight too. Sorry, don't want to be sexist. Me and Aiden wrestling to the death in real life. Well, yeah, that will happen one day. I'm sure of it. The UFC and WWE. Why am I so? Do you know how many times I like the AFL's coming back on, which is like this big sport in Australia? I couldn't give less of a shit. What's wrong with me? Why am I like this? There you go, YouTube wrestling. That's where it's at. The only time I've watched wrestling is from YouTube stuff with like KSI and Joe Weller and KSI versus Logan Paul, and I've watched a couple others. There was someone on the H3 podcast who did a couple of fights. AB from the H3 podcast, he did a couple. I watched his. Apart from that, though, it's like I don't really give a shit. Adam says deathmatch snares. Aiden says a YouTube wrestle match. Yeah. Could you imagine if we did like a pay-per-view fucking wrestle? Let's do our own WrestleMania with the YouTubers, you know? Sorry for drinking so much. It's so hot in here. And I got this light on me, and I swear I want to turn my fan on, but but I don't want that precious audio to be I don't want it to be sludge. Ozchris at Josh Snares, headline match for the I can't say that word, World Hoovian Entertainment Wrestling Show. I didn't know what the first word was, Chris, but I appreciate that. The Sonic is mightier than the cage. I got my Sonic here. Hold on. Will it be a live stream without the sonic screwdriver that was used for literally 3 episodes, and then that is it. And now we have a remote. This design is so much better than the remote. I'm sorry, with peace and love to the department and the team. I really appreciate your efforts, but I'm sorry. This is so much better. Don't you love how, particularly me, when we saw this design, we all thought Matt Smith was coming back because of the design of this? Because literally this entire part is like his. Remember how dumb I was for thinking that there'd be multiple doctors in the 60th? Yeah, how stupid of me. What a dumbass I am for thinking that. How silly. You're right, Shooty Sonic flops. The most pointless new sonic screwdriver. I know, it sucks. I prefer the sonic glasses. I'm wearing my work. These are my work glasses, which I'm wearing because my hair's atrocious. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. I was gonna trim my beard today, but I'm hot. I'm tired. I do these live streams on Wednesdays now. That's news, by the way. I'm gonna be doing these streams on Wednesday, and then afterwards I go straight to the pub. So it's like, this is one of those weeks where there's not enough days and not enough hours for me to do everything. Hey, what up, dog? Let's go. Yeah, not enough days, not enough hours. I'm definitely going to be rushing this week. Like a blue ass fly. Isn't that an Australian saying? So yeah, I came home and I didn't. I wasn't really productive. But yeah, I'm going to do Wednesday live streams, I think, for like an hour every week, and hopefully in a month or two's time there'll be like an actual setup and I'd actually have like a microphone. Like I'd somehow hook this up to me talking through a webcam. I don't know how I'm going to do it. When I'm at work, I get so inspired. I'm like, oh, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But then I never really like follow through on any of it. But my plan at the moment is, because I had a bit of a midlife crisis at work yesterday. I really freaked out about like my life and what I'm doing, and I got really nervous about everything. So my plan is this: I'm going to continue working my job as a carpenter, but maybe try and go down to 4 days a week instead of 5. And what I want to do is I want to keep working on this channel, producing content, making content. I've also had this other podcast that I've been wanting to do for a while, which would be on a separate channel that would just be run by me, which is going to be like a bit of a mental health awareness podcast where I just come and chat about like my life. You guys can chat about yours. If you have anything you want to send in that you want to talk about, a bit like Therapy Gecko. I've been listening to a lot of his stuff, and I think that'd be fun. I could have like guests on. We can just talk about mental health and whatever they want to talk about. If they want to come on and talk about their fear of death, they can come and talk about their fear of death. I don't know. So I want to start that. So that will also be a weekly show. And finally, my good friend Daniel, who has been on this show a few times, we actually had a podcast way back when, and that will eventually make a comeback this year. So that will be 3 podcast episodes a week on different channels. But I've been really worried about just my life and what I'm doing, and I think that I want to pursue a life as a YouTuber. So I got to start putting in some work. But don't worry, I'm not quitting my day job. I'm just going to be doing a bit more YouTube because I feel like I need to, and that doesn't just happen. You have to put in the work. So I feel like I'm doing good, but I could do better. So I'm looking forward to my own podcast. That'll be called Outsiders FM. I had that title for a while. I think I'm going to go with that. So that's good. Let's talk. I'm worried about a new show for you. Please tell me I'm wrong. Do you mean for Doctor Who or this show? Yeah, I'm worried about Doctor Who as well. That's why shots. Damn it, Rami. Rami, you'll catch me one day when I'm not driving, and I will do shots. Every Wednesday it's a day. Yeah, every Wednesday. I'm hoping that will be the new date for this show. Eventually it will have a title. I'm thinking of After Hours. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having a quarter life crisis. Okay. I'm I'm staring in the mirror, going like, what's going on? Okay, we need to figure it out. Yeah, everyone's getting gassed that Rami's in the chat. I love when Rami drops by. You want to talk about Doctor Who while I'm here? That's why I'm here. Alright, so the reason I put this to like the head main title, and we can talk about other stuff. If you guys want to talk about other stuff as well, chuck it in the chat. We'll chat about it. This is about you as well. This is a family experience, okay? It's not all about me, please. Don't make it all about me. But I do want to say I am worried that season 1 is not going to connect. Like Aiden was telling me the other day that this great director who directed episode 3 of The Last of Us, he did all of It's a Sin. Like Last of Us is like it's been winning so many awards this year. It's an extremely loved show. They're filming season 2 now. It's getting so much press. And where's the why am I hearing this from Aiden? Why am I not seeing it on Twitter and like being posted? Like I know we've got that director and writer from one of Loki, wasn't it? One of the Loki shows, which is cool. I never watched that, but I heard people liked it, which is great. But I never watched it. I'm a bit scared that, you know, and we've had all this Millie Gibson drama. I even saw today. It's like she's finally back in the UK, and the Paps won't leave that poor girl alone. Okay, and I'm getting really upset because, like, you know, even if there is behind the scenes drama, it's like at this point it's kind of like affecting the show, because I really would just love like a statement from the BBC. But they're like, no, let's just ignore it, because they're idiots online. They don't know what they're talking about. It's like, maybe we can put 1 and 2 together and see that things aren't really working maybe like they should be. The idea that we even know we're going to get a new companion and we haven't even gotten the first season yet, to me is like, call me old school, but that is just pretty fucking whack to me. Sorry. Let's read some of the chat. Doug says, Josh, I value your opinion on OG Doctor Who fan. Are you an OG Doctor Who fan? Are you optimistic? Chris says, talking about Doctor Who on a Doctor Who live stream from a Doctor Who podcast. Now let's continue the WWE talk. I've got nothing to add on WWE, Chrissy. Dang you, you know that. Josh Snares says, yeah, I like it, lol, in response to Doug. Rami says, I have zero hope for the new series. Damn! Zero? Not even 1%? Is it going to be more fantasy than sci-fi? Laugh my ass off. No one wants that. Josh says 50% WWE podcast. Rami says, Rami come in with the hot takes tonight. She had zero chemistry, I think he said. I'm sorry, but she was not a good actress. Really? I thought she was really good, but fair enough. Doug says Shooty is charming, but I don't get a doctor vibe, but it usually takes a while with new doctors. Yeah, it sure does. Jacob says, realistically, where do you think Series 1 will rank compared to the other series of New Who? If it's anywhere near as good as Series 1 to 5, we're in for a treat. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, there's less episodes, which means whatever. Again, I guess I am just a bit old school. Like that is very like hip these days to do less episodes. Like even the new series of True Detective, normally all the seasons before were 8 episodes. This season it was 6, and it was still an abomination against mankind. It felt longer than 6, but it was still 6. It's like everything's a bit shorter now, and I don't know if that really resonates with me. I'm sorry. I'm fully aware I'm being a Suki Lala who's sweating in his room in Australia. I'm fully aware of that. But I'm sorry. I'm a bit worried about that. I do want to connect. I do want it to be the biggest show ever. But I think people are getting a bit confused. Like I spoke to someone the other day down the pub, and they're like, don't they want Doctor Who to be the next Marvel thing? And I was like, I honestly can't tell you. I don't know. Hope, maybe. I don't know. Do I think it's going to be the next Marvel thing? No. Sorry. I'd love to say that I'm really not trying to be negative, but I really don't think it will be. And I hate to say that, because if this if this doesn't work with season 1, oof, we're kind of fucked. Dan says Gosling cameo when? Yeah, if we get Ryan Gosling in it, we'll be fine. I'm dying in here. It's so fucking hot. Why is Australia so hot? Is something wrong? Dan, you love to talk about climate change. How about you talk about that? You guys are killing it with the chats. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get to them. Rami says she could act in some scenes, but thought she was stale overall. Is it possible that the BBC fired her to go with race politics? Did you see the leaks Disney for Disney to the actors and actresses have been casted based on race? Laugh my ass off. I don't know. I know the new actresses from that fucking show Aiden likes, Star Wars, Andor. I know she's in Andor. I haven't seen that, and I think she was in the new Jurassic Park movie. So it's like, yeah, we're getting these directors like the woman from Loki. There's a writer and director from Loki, and we're getting an actress from Andor. It kind of feels like Disney's kind of opening up the door for them to come through. I ain't mad against that. I do want to leave optimism. It's just, it's hard to think about a new companion coming in when we haven't even had our first full season with Millie. It's like we already know she's gonna go. It's like I'm personally gonna struggle to connect to a character when I know they're gonna die. Sorry, not die. When I know they're gonna leave. I was thinking die because it reminds me of I was watching The Sopranos, and I knew that one character, I won't say it by the way, because you should watch The Sopranos, it's one of the greatest shows of all time. And I knew one character was going to die. And when it got to the final season, I started to like connect with that character less, because I knew they were going to go. And it's like, I don't want to get my feelings hurt because I love that character so much. I don't know. I desperately want this to succeed. Watched it 60 years. Yeah, I've watched it nearly 20 years, man. It's scary. Like, I think if the 60th should have reassured me more, and it didn't. Okay, the 60th really fucking sent me down the second the Star Beast started and I saw David Tennant standing in a green screen. If I was a cat with 9 lives, that's when I lost one. And I was like, oh dear God, here we go. And I know Wild Beyond was great, and there's a lot to enjoy about like the giggle and is there a lot to enjoy about the Star Beast? There's stuff to enjoy about the Star Beast. And I like Church on Ruby Road, but even Wild Beyond, I'm still kind of scratching my head a little bit going like, oh, what's going on here? Like, what's the... And there might be some great grand plan that I'm not seeing or haven't seen yet, but I am a bit like, woof. Dan says it was cold earlier today. What the hell? Yeah, I was saying that before. I was saying, Dan, it's kind of like weather in like Bali, where like it's raining, but it's really humid. Either that, or I'm coming down with fucking COVID or something. Who knows? Rami says, Doug Sims, me too. This is referred to the fact that Doug wants the show to succeed. But the way RTD has been speaking to fans lately, I have little to no hope. The fact we're getting another musical episode says it all. Yeah, I'm not really keen for the music episode. I'm going to be completely real with you. And also, the people they've casted for the Beatles, it generally looks like they got them off Wish. I'm sure they'll be... I feel like I'm complaining too much. I don't want to be too negative. This is the Doctor Who community after all. I don't want to be posting on Twitter saying that I'm a fucking narc or something. Adam says Andy Serkis cameo. Sure. Why not? Why not? Doug says, give me good stories about a time traveling alien and I'm in. Otherwise, let's make a new show. Professor what? Professor Doug Sims, in my opinion. Agreed. Some of his moments seemed forced, like when he was crying. I thought that was OTT and wasn't justified considering the dude thought he blew up 2 million Gallifreyan kids. Now, okay, I've heard about that. Now, I love an emotional doctor, but I did find it kind of funny that he only knew Ruby for like, what, fucking 5 minutes and he was crying. But I guess, like, I think it was a bit jarring because we went from Jodie's doctor, like, we had scenes where Graham goes up to the doctor concerned about his cancer coming back, and she's like, I'm quite socially awkward. and walks away. So we have scenes like that, and we're like, what the hell? And then so it goes from like nothing, it goes from like 0 to 100. But I prefer an emotionally written Doctor personally. But when it's deserved, this just seems a bit funny to me. I'm a bit nervous. Also, I heard this is just a rumor, but I heard it's going to be airing on May the 4th. And if that's true, that's so, again, this is just a rumor, but that's so silly because it's going to be, apart from everywhere in the UK, it's going to be airing on Disney Plus, and every May 4th it's Star Wars Day, and they advertise a load of Star Wars stuff on like the main page and stuff. So Doctor Who's just it already got kind of shoved to the bottom when the 60th was coming out. I don't know. Am I going crazy or something, or do I just feel like this is just going a bit bonkers? And I always want to just give my opinion on this site. It's called YouTube. I ain't gonna come in here and lie to you guys and be like, I can't wait for Series 1. I think it's gonna be the best season since the last. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't mean I don't love Doctor Who. I'm literally holding the TARDIS right now, and I sleep with it and I kiss it goodnight. Okay, I love Doctor Who, but I need to give my dang opinion on it because that's why I'm here. You know. I thought Graham even had cancer after my ass, but that's how trash Chibnall was, lol. Damn, Rabbi, you a savage, boy. Yeah, well, I think the Doctor didn't really fucking remember either. That could have been such a endearing storyline, but they're like, no, who gives a fuck? Let's just move on. It's like, okay, fine. Adam says stay away from May the 4th. Yeah. Even if like it's in the same week as May the 4th, there's still going to be a ton of like Star Wars stuff. You know, it normally like lingers around on Disney Plus for a while. Still on Disney Plus, not complaining because I'm a huge Simpsons fan. I've literally got Homer Simpson's car right here and Homer Simpson. But, you know, even on Disney Plus now, if you scroll down a little bit, it says The Simpsons Christmas episodes. Like, it has a whole bar of it. We're in the middle of fucking February. Why is that there? It doesn't make any sense. And yet they leave that there. But the day the Starbeast came out, they didn't advertise it. It took like 24 hours from the show. I'm like, my brother in Christ, Disney, you own this shit. Advertise. Am I going crazy here? Am I going dotty? It's all good, Connor, be honest. So many of us share your feelings. Well, thank you. I like to stand for the people, okay? That's why I'm here. That's why I get out of my bed in the morning. Rami, Rusty Davis needs to stick it to the man at Disney and tell them it's a goddamn sci-fi show, not a musical fantasy. And they cast actors and actresses on skills and talent and not race or politics. Well. Oh boy. Sure. It's too hot to be talking about Russell T Davis' Doctor Who at the moment. I feel like it's just like, it's too hot for these politics. I don't mean to be drinking so much water and pausing, but it do be hot today. My days. We just haven't had the Doctor moment yet from Shooty. David and Matt had it in the first episode, and it settled any nerves. Yeah, you're right, Jacob. But I feel like, sorry, I'm just getting the Perth weather up because I'm trying to show you that it's fucking okay. That doesn't sound too bad. It says it's 24 right now. It doesn't feel 24. It's 24 and it's 5:46 p.m. Okay. Maybe I'm just having a sook. Ah, Jimmy in the chat. Is that really something big enough to be mad about? What? Me? What, the weather? Do you think she will have a romance or be sexless? Pfft, sexless my fucking ass. Nah, man, he's gonna be... Jimmy, don't call me when I'm doing a live stream. It will fuck the live stream up. I'm doing it on my phone. This is a serious message with peace and love to Cinema Quirks in the chat. Do not call me when I'm doing a live stream. It will fuck it up. With peace and love. Any phone call will be tossed. I'm warning you with peace and love, but I'm doing a live stream. I need an epic speech from Shooty. We'll get one. I'm sure of it. I think we all need to have a little bit of faith. Please. Please. This has to succeed, says Dark. Despite info to the contrary word, mainstream viewers have... Can I fucking talk today? What is wrong with me? Let me reread that. Jimmy, no, I can't answer the phone because I'm using my phone. Okay? With peace and love. No more phone calls. It's like my sister calling me last week. Okay. Sorry, Doug, I'll read that again. This has to succeed. Despite info to the contrary, mainstream viewers have deserted it. He's a Vochu fan to some Nuhu fans. Who is left? Yeah. Boy, you guys aren't really... I thought you guys might be like, oh, Connor, don't be so negative. We have this to look forward to. And you're all like, yeah, this is shit. We don't need the Doctor with another pointless romance. Look how he has turned out. I don't think there'll be a big romance. I just think there'll be a smooch here or there. Oz Christmas, I hope they don't do any Doctor companion romances. It's still, I agree. Daniel says, personally, I think Shooty and both the upcoming... Personally, I think Shooty and both the upcoming companions seem like great choices that are picked on talent and skill. Also, I think the musical ep is coming straight from Russell's big gay ass. Fuck, you guys are savage. Stop making me read all this shit out. Fuck it hell. Jacob, I can see Shooty's Doctor flirting with people as they travel about time, but don't seem having full love story of a companion. Yeah, Jacob, totally fucking agree. Streaming on your phone, says Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy, alright? I have this MacBook here, okay? MacBook Air. I've had this since I was in year 11. So that's what, year 11, 12, and I've been out of school for 8 years. Or 7, I can't remember. Either way, it's been a long time. I've had this for 9, 10 years, alright? It don't work very well, okay? It barely loads up your chat. So I can't stream on anything but my phone. I'm sorry. Please forgive my sins against humanity. I am working on it. I'm trying to pay for a better setup for the main show, and then this will be sorted out, okay? That's where AdSense, Super Chats, Ko-Fis, all that money goes towards that. I bet you feel stupid now, Jimmy. Oh, he just said I love you either way. Now I'm kidding. And what do you mean answer your phone? I tried to call you on Friday and you didn't pick up. Anyway. Daniel is weird. To clarify, I'm talking about romances between shooting episodes like the Jonathan Groff episode. Yeah, Jonathan Groff, let's go. Doug, you said it before, someone needs to say no to RTD occasionally. Yeah, everyone needs to be told no. Otherwise, you get too big for your boots. And that doesn't help anybody. Alright? I occasionally need someone like Jimmy to tell me, why am I streaming on my phone? And I get angry because there's part of me that knows he's fucking right. Oh my god. Will a Moffat episode inject a good amount of cypher back in the show? Yes! Ooh. Moffat episode. Oh, you can see my cat. Rusty. Rust. Do you want a Rusty cameo? Here you go. Oh! God, he's so chubby. This is my cat, Rusty. Say hi. Rusty, what are your thoughts on Russell T Davies? Any thoughts? Feelings? What are your thoughts on Stephen Moffat possibly coming back? Okay. He ain't good on speeches. Look back on it, we took Moffat for granted. I feel like we feel that with everything. I feel like I don't know, I don't actually really miss Chibnall that much, but Chibnall hasn't been gone that long to really miss anything from his era. I don't think I'll miss anything from Chibnall's era, actually, to be honest. That shit fucking stank, it was shit. Sorry. I'm here to be entertained. This is what you give me? The fans kind of buried him into leaving him off, yeah. I'm excited for Doctor Who coming back, but I'm more excited about June Part 2. I want this fucking shit again. Look, I said it last week. I haven't seen the first June. I think it was Rami saying that we'll be looking back on it as the new Star Wars. Look, I'm proud for you guys, okay, but I ain't into Timothée Chalamet, okay. He's richer than me. He's more good looking than me. He's fucking more famous than me. I'm not. That sounds like I'm trying to sound famous. I'm literally like a fucking F-list YouTuber. But come on, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't have it. Okay. Nah, I'll watch it. It's got Zendaya in it, hasn't it? That's some eye candy. Zendaya do be a cutie. He definitely ran out of steam towards the end, but overall his era had great ideas. I totally agree, Jacob. Dune is no Doctor Who. As in, it's better or worse? Yeah, do you know what? Dune, though, that director, I really love... What's his name? The Dune director, I love 2 of his movies. What's his fucking name? Dennis I fucking can't say his last name. 2 of his movies I really loved, and that was Prisoners and Enemy. Particularly Prisoners. That was a fucking great movie with Hugh Jackman. I think that's Hugh Jackman's best performance ever. And Enemy, I won't spoil it, but the ending of that movie, as a man with an arachnophobia, it was quite possibly one of the most terrifying endings to a film I've ever seen in my life. There, I said it. Do the Dune? Guys, come on. How many fucking times are you guys gonna ask me to watch Dune before I do it? I hear it's great. I hear it's great. I don't know. I have the Dune book literally right next to me. I'm reading it before the second movie comes out. Well, it's good to see you've been doing a bit of reading, Jimmy. Jacob says, how big is Hugh Jackman in Australia? He's hardly here. I don't know. He's been in the UK filming the new Wolverine, a Deadpool Wolverine. I think he's like pretty big. You know, it's the kind of person that your mum would be like, oh, he's so handsome, you know, like, and he is. But Jimmy Reedon, first time hearing of this, haha, says Oz Chris. Oz Chris from the Mad Men with a Box podcast that I missed last week, and Jimmy was on it, which made me really mad because I love trolling Jimmy on the old chat like he does with me. He gets his revenge here. Jimmy is from America, and I make fun of him for it. Mom and Dad and apple pie, baseball games and picnics in July. That's America. That's America to me. Deadpool. I'm so done with the MCU. I don't even know if I'm going to go see that. I haven't been to the cinema since I did Barbenheimer. And we spoke about the cinema last week. Oof, don't get me started on that again. It's just like... Ugh. Let this sink in. The best movie you can go and see at the theater right now is Madam Web. Need I say any more? I don't know if I don't know the next film I'm going to go see at the movies. I used to love going to the movies. I just something about it these days. Just like I'd much rather watch something at home. You know, I'll fly to Perth right now. We can go watch Madam Web. Okay, Chris, I would do that. Okay. So what are your concerns about the new series, Connor? Honestly, that it just sucks. Like, it's underwhelming and there's not good enough writing and a narrative, and we're not going to get enough time to feel a connection between the duo of Shooty and Millie. Russell maybe getting carried away a little bit. We need less Star Beasts and more Wild Blue Yonders, if you catch my drift, in my opinion. And I understand it's not great for regular viewers, don't like episodes like, there are plenty of other good movies out. No, there's not, Aiden. Just because you like to go see Oscar bait fucking bullshit. I don't like to go see that stuff. Okay? Yeah, I knew from day one that I'm a hater. If you don't like it, sorry. Yeah, those are just my opinion, right? Sorry, Aiden. I'm sorry I didn't go see The Holdovers for the 100th time. Although I do want to see The Holdovers, to be fair. The next movie I'll watch in cinemas is Dune Part 2 on March 1st. Well, that's great, Jimmy. I hope you enjoy it. Fucking hell, you guys love Dune so much. Oh yeah, before I forget, do you watch any Australian NBL basketball? I watch it all the time, even though I'm in the UK. National Basketball League? No, I don't. I do not. Though, Jimmy, Google the... Not Jimmy, fuck, Rami. Google the Perth Wildcats. That's our local team. Local team. That's our state team. Local team makes it sound like they're fucking down the road. If Shooty's first final had Tenet in it and was being streamed in the cinema, would you go? Fuck yeah. Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be so great. David Tennant would be like, fucking hell, my cat is... Rusty. My cat's around my feet. He wants to go outside. What? Jimmy said less trans people and more gay. Doctor, you confused me. I didn't say that, did I? Did I say that? That doesn't sound like me. Same. What you gonna do? I don't know. I don't know. Let me let my cat out and then I'll explain. I'll talk more about the Perth Wildcats. Come on, Rusty. That's America to me. Mom and dad and apple pie. Baseball games and picnics in July. That's America. That's America to me. Perth Wildcats made me so much money this year. What? No way. So you know the Perth Wildcats. Bryce Cotton, MVP. I do not know who that is. If they give me one good storyline, all's forgiven. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I know episodes like Wild Blue Yonder is not going to be like great for regular audiences, but man, if we've got episodes like that every week, at this point, like, why not? Okay. But I guess what makes episodes like that so great is that they're voice crack. They're a dime in a dozen. You know, they're not. There's not a lot of them. Wildcats, you guys have High School. What? Musical over there? High School Musical? Yeah, are they called that in High School Musical? He's the guy of the Wildcats. He's going to get his jersey retired eventually. He's really short but average like 25 ppg. I don't know what that is, but I'm really happy for you, man. I've never been to a Wildcats game. I've never watched a... Actually, no, I have watched a Wildcats game. 25 points per game. That's pretty good. That's a 3-pointer. I had an old girlfriend who loved basketball. She used to watch. Yeah, I watched a couple of games of her, but I've never watched. I've been watching the cricket recently. England versus India. And it's been an abomination against mankind. And England are probably one of the worst cricket teams I've ever seen in my life, and it makes me want to run into my bed and cry for 10 years. Jacob C says, I think the 60th reminded me of how RTD's Doctor Who was never perfect. David's last 4 specials had 1 classic episode and 3 mid episodes, same as the 60th. Boy, ain't that the truth. Yeah, that is true. And we look at it with rose-colored glasses because of like how nostalgic we are for it all, you know. And fair enough. Like I always like to take the side of the audience because like we're the people who consume this product. Like it is a product. Like how much money over the years have I spent on TARDISes and sonic screwdrivers? More than I'd like to admit. You know. We need more writers on board. I know RTD has some new blood on board. I agree. New writers, new directors, fresh faces, new stories. Bring me on. I've got a great Cyberman story. It's a little dark, and it's a little bit too much like Asylum of the Daleks. But it's all right. It's a bit dark, but you know, maybe the kids can skip that one. This is a show for adults, okay? Who are we? The Wildcats. Is that what they sing? That's sweet. Wild Blue Yonder is so damn good. If we get an episode like that every episode this season, it's going to break records, in my opinion. Yeah, it will. The first episode for season 1 looks quite dark and dingy on like a ship, so it could be something similar. And then we got the musical episode, which could be good. We never know. Can you imagine if Moffat gets asked to take over after RTD? Pfft. If that happens, then I'm convinced we're living in a simulation. Okay? If they redesign the Daleks, I'm out. I think they are. We are stuck in a time if that, we're stuck in a time loop if that happens. That's my ass off. Literally. Who else could take over though? Like, who else no one wanted to take over. That's the whole reason why Russell came back. The show was going to get canned. Literally no one. Literally people got offered Doctor Who and they said no. That's how bad of a spot it was in. I'm most excited for the Beatles episode. I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. And though the news was rather sad, I just had to laugh. I saw the photograph. I can't sing, fuck me. Look at my notes. You heard about that, the Sam Mendes, whatever the fuck his name is, 4 Beatles movies? What world are we living in? My God. Will Toby Whithouse ever get a chance? Oh, he would be a great choice. He's who I wanted to take over from Moffat. I don't want to see the Daleks for a while. I agree, Adam. So overdone. Like, just give it a break. Like, honestly. Rami, personally, it would be a dream if Mark Gatiss took over. Are you fucking insane? Do you know who else was offered the job? I think Sally Wainwright, who wrote Happy Valley and Last Tango in Halifax. I've watched both of those shows. They're fucking great. I think she got offered and she said no. Murray did the score for Last Tango in Halifax. They're both fucking great shows. She said no. So, yeah. The Beatles Cinematic Universe, their Yellow Submarine connects them all. What a whack. What a whack idea. I'm kind of there for it, though. I want to see the Ringo Starr movie. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. I'd love guys to take over just to piss Jimmy off. I'm a Gat man, says Adam. A Gat man, I love that. Cinema Quirk says, Mark Gatiss is the worst Ryan Who history. Worse than Chibnall, in my opinion. That's just such a... What an L take, Jimmy. Doug says, Mrs. Flood is going to reappear. Set pic showed up. She has a past. Any theories? Susan? I don't know. And also the woman from Wild Blue Yonder, who was played... the woman who spoke to Sir Isaac Newton, she was also in the pub when the mic went off with Ruby's band. I wish I cared more who they were. I wish I did. Unfortunately, I don't really fucking care. I wish I did. Daniel, what if the next showrunner was Seth MacFarlane? Oh my, I'd love that. Bring in Seth. Bro, Seth writes the Orville. That's like a Star Trek parody, okay? Bring in Seth. I fucking love Seth. I just rewatched season 1 of Ted with Dan, and I can't tell if I was forcing him to watch it, but we had fun. It was the second time I watched it. I really enjoyed the first series. It's a fun, like, it's a fun stoner comedy, okay? Give it a break. Give it a break, everyone. Neil Gaiman, I was thinking about not Mark Gatiss, my bad. That's okay, Rami. We all make that mistake. We all mistake Neil Gaiman with Mark Gatiss. Classic Jimmy L take. Jimmy says he wrote Idiot's Land and Crimson Horror and worse Rebels Were Showed. I like Idiot's Lantern and Crimson Horror. I'm trying to care hang in there, Connor. What does that mean? Is that me trying to keep me on topic? I really appreciate that. Yeah, I know it's loosey-goosey around here. And I've got to go anyway. In like a few minutes. Because I'm picking up Daniel. And we're going to the pub. Daniel, this is your warning. Get your coat. You know, I love just telling Dan through the live streams instead of texting him. You're Josh me right, Connor? No. Bring back Gaiman. Sure. Well, after that Nightmare in Silver, that was a nightmare. You said you didn't care. I'm trying to care. Hang in there, Connor. Yeah, I know. Split the G. I will split the G on the Guinness. Jimmy, sorry. There's just too many of you. Yeah, I wish I cared who Mrs. Flood was. Is this the big mystery? Mrs. Flood? Right now, I'm just caring about Dr. Ink. I think the pub may be called. It is. It fucking is. Oh my lordy lord. I will be back next week. Do you guys enjoy these live streams or are they shit? I don't know. I hope the vibe I'm trying to bring is like kind of talk nonsense for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Do a topic, talk about things in between. I hope you're enjoying them. I'm not trying to bore you all. I really do appreciate you all tuning in. I care about my audiences. I know your time is sacred. I care that you're spending your precious time watching me. I really do. First thing I'm going to do off this live stream is take this shirt off, turn on the fan, and then put on a new shirt. Not a new fan. Did anyone get the Dr. Ink joke? Dr. Ink, drink. Come on. Mrs. Flood better not be river pond stuff. Oh my god, that would be so bad. No. No. Fun stream tonight, thank you. I'm sorry, I feel like I wasn't as on as last week. I'm really trying here. I hope you guys are enjoying these. You kind of seem like you aren't enjoying it. Maybe the heat and first. What, the stream? I apologize. I'm trying my best here. I'm trying, okay? It is fucking hot. There needs to be a way of turning on... Well, you guys tell me. I'll turn on the fan because we're leaving in a minute. I'll turn on the fan. Yeah, you can easily hear that. Let me turn it on low. Oh shit, that is on low. Can you hear that? Like, I won't die of dehydration, but the sound will be terrible. All right, I'll be back. I'm sorry if this stream was bad. I'm sorry if try harder, Connor. I will. Thanks. Sorry. I think. Yeah. Sorry. I had fun. Well, thank you, Jimmy. I'm trying here. Please. Alright. Watch and read June. Alright, I won't read it, but I'll watch it. I'll watch it, okay? When I get a fucking chance, I will. Anyway, something big's happening this weekend. I still can't tell you what it is, but it's gonna be good. Good stream, it need more shots. I'm sorry. All good, love your honesty. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, I will do a drunk stream soon. I promise. I'll be back. I love you guys. Much love. Till the next time. I'm kind of dying. Until then, remember, either Crispy or Josh Snares on That's the Big Thing. On what? What are you talking about? I'm confused. Aiden on the next live with you. Aiden? Maybe. Oz Chris, yeah. Aiden on the next live is the big thing, by the way. That's the big announcement. I'm teasing you. Alright, thanks guys. I love you lots. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love each and every single one of you. I'll see you next time. Thank you. God bless. And to all a good night. Signing off from Perth, Western Australia. Ta-ta.